Okay, Urvashi, you can start with the session as students will keep on joining. It's already 10, 6 or 7. So it's over to you. You can start with the session.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Okay, good morning to everyone. Hope you are doing well. So I assume that, I suppose that you have practiced the yesterday's work. I have given you task that you have to implement the database. You have to make the tables of the registration and the feedback. Good morning, Sukram. Good morning, Shivam. Hope you have done this. I'm assuming that it's up to you that you have performed or not, but I'm supposing that you have performed. You're a well-mannered student and you give very good response to me. Okay, I'm happy. Okay. So today's session is to use Django with MySQL. Okay, I am moving on to this MySQL so that we have the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. So you are able to make a small website. Okay, so I'm moving towards MySQL. On Monday we can have the fetch data from the SQLite, but today I want that for the weekend purposes. So you should have MySQL this much knowledge that you can make your web pages. Okay, so hope that. Okay, Nimrat, on which you got the error, Nimrat, can you elaborate, please? Okay, give me the error screen. Database was not fun. You see, use the migrate command unless and until you didn't use the migrate. Okay. Okay, it doesn't run. It's not a problem. Today we are going to do MySQL. So hope everyone has installed XAMPP. Anybody who's remaining that he hasn't installed XAMPP? Hope everyone has installed. I have telling to install XAMPP from the past 2 days. Install XAMPP. Okay, Tabishi, thank you. Okay, very good. So now what you have to do? First, we are going to study about the MySQL. Then we are moving towards the programming session. So everyone, please open your XAMPP control. Everyone, please open your XAMPP control panel. You can directly search it and you can open it. Second task I have given that you have to download MySQL client. And I have showed you both two ways how to install. If you have directly being installed here, pip install MySQL client, it's very good. If it's not being installed, you have to go to that site, download the V file and then install it. I have told the both two way to do that. So hope you have done, you have installed MySQL client as well as XAMPP. Otherwise, today's session will be, ma'am, I have XAMPP server installed. Okay, Sudhanshu, you can work on that. So if you haven't installed these two things, it will be creating problem for today's session. Because all it is based on the XAMPP and the MySQL client. If you haven't installed, write down the codes, these steps, and you can perform it afterwards, tomorrow or at the night. So be attentive, be alert what we are going to do, because it definitely will be higher than yesterday. And I will making it very presentable and slowly so that it can be easily grasped. You can easily grasp it. Otherwise, it will go bounce off your head. Okay. I hope everyone has started the XAMPP control panel. What you have to do? You have to start the Apache as well as the MySQL. See if in starting Apache and MySQL you are incurring any problem. See. Everyone, no reply means I'm audible or not. I didn't get reply. Talk to me. Yes, Cyril. Okay, okay, done. Okay, thank you. One of you reply, no, I think that you are listening to me. Okay, Nimrat started, Muskan. Okay, Shivam, no problem. Okay. Okay, good, good enough. If you have not facing any problem, so you have to start it. And then what you have to do, you have to minimize this window. Minimize it. Do it side by side. Or if you are joined with mobile, do the work on the laptop. So you are not lacking behind. And now you have to open your web browser. And you have to type PHP. It should be localhost. Localhost /phpMyAdmin. Localhost /phpMyAdmin. You have to open. The window will look like this. I'm going to write down the step here also. So afterwards, it's been easy for you to have it from here. Today we will be doing connecting the Django with MySQL using XAMPP. Okay, we'll be doing this. So what is the first step? You have to start the server using XAMPP control panel. In server, what we means that we have to start the Apache and MySQL. So what means Apache and MySQL. Hope this has been done by you, everyone. Next is, second step is okay. Next is open the web browser and write PHP. It's local host PHP my admin. Hope it's done by everyone. Okay. Okay, now we will see how to create a table in PHPMyAdmin. Okay, create a database. If you want to create, first there are two things in we have two things. We have database and we have tables. Okay, in tables we have columns. Listen it again. We have a big database. In that database, we can have many tables. In that tables, in a particular tables, we have different columns and different rows. Okay, hope you have this knowledge about the database. So what we are going to do, we are going to create a database. So everyone create a database named my database. Okay. Create a database naming my database. How to create it? See, you have to go on this new. You have to write the data name, database name, and create. Everyone do it fast. You have to click on new. You have to write the database name, and you have to create it. Giving you 1 minute to perform this. We will be using Django. Shivam, we will be using the Python language for this, but I'm using MySQL of only XAMPP. We are not going to PHP. We are only using the MySQL of this, and we are using Python. Hope, Shivan, it's been clear. We will be doing. I'm making you have two ways of that. Somewhat you can directly create the database also, somewhat we can create a database like this. We are going to perform that both. Okay. So when you have created a database, now you have to create a table. You can click on the database and there will be a new. Click on that. You will get a table name here and you will get the options to add the rows. In the product table yesterday, which we have created, how many rows was there? How many column was there? In yesterday, we have made a product database, product table. 5. Good, Shivam. Fair enough. It was 5. So add column 5 here. And table name should be the same product only. Hope you are doing this, everyone. So till then, yeah, everyone is making a table. I would like that. If anyone is facing problem using PyCharm, can interact with me. If anybody is facing problem using PyCharm, can interact with me. I'm here to help you. If you're not sharing your problem, it's your fault. Many of your students which are attending the this course is being in touch with me every time. They are sending me the codes, ma'am, this is the error, and it's being resolved also. Somewhat someone has been not resolved, it will be resolving soon only. Okay, Tavishi, what you have to do, you have to click on the database. As soon as you click on the database, you will your database have been created. The name which you have given, I think everyone has given my database or any other name you have given. You will click on that. Then you will go into the new. You will be going on the new button. As soon as you press new, this window will be appear, and you have to write the table name product. You have to add the column 5, and you have to just press on the go button. You have to write the name, that name which we have used yesterday, P name. Then we have used cost, description, discount, and last word the IMG image. And you have to type cast that we have used that char. You will use here varchar. And for the integer, you will be using int. The database which we created yesterday, that you have to create here manually. And one more you can create. You create six column. To create 6 column, one primary key will be also there. We will be having one primary key. So create 6 column, and first column name it ID. Make it ID and use auto increment. Click the AI. Click AI. It's auto increment. Okay, I'm going to write this all which I said just now. On creating a database, MyDB, now what you have to do, okay, you have to create a database type this, then you have to go inside it and clicking on new. You will be having create table. You have to create a table, name product, having 6 column. Having 6 column, name. First, I think it will be an ID. Second will be SP name. Next, make it, everything should be small here. It's auto rename. Then we have rename. Then we have, I think, the description. Then we have cost. I think next we have IMG. I think one field is being remaining. What is that field after P name? I want from your side. What is the field after P name? Discount. Okay. Thank you, Jajal. Thank you, Shivam. It is discount. Okay, you have to create this one. And the data types for ID will be int, and AI should be incremented. Checked. Okay, AI should be checked. Rename, I think it will be a varchar only. Description will be a varchar. Cost we have also taken as a varchar. And discount we have taken int yesterday only. And this is varchar. And the limit of this was 2083. You can assign it. I think discount varchar cost has 100 field. I don't know the exact values. You can write any one of that. Yeah, the data, you have to create a table like this, and then you have to click on save. Then you have to click on save. Okay, Kamal, Dipanshu, Jaya. Hope everyone has created. When you create that, when you click on the product table, it will look like this. The blank will be there. I'm deleting for you all. This will be looking like. Hope you are done with that. Tell me when you have done. You can tell me in the chat box if you're done with this. If you're facing any error, you can have tell me. I can resolve that. Waiting for you to respond. Anybody who has finished with this? Okay, please show the types. Okay, Ashwani? Okay. Okay. The error was, ma'am, it's giving error, incorrect table definition. There can be only one auto column and must be defined as a key. Shiva, might you have assigned two primary key? Might you have used two primary key? That's why it's showing like that. See, in my case, I have one auto increment. Go to the structure and you can see it. Here I have only one auto increment. That is my primary key. You can see a key assigned in the front of ID. Because name can be same, cost can be same, description, discount, image can be same, but ID cannot be same. So I have made an primary key of the ID. Raghuvinder, you have created the table. Raghuvinder, are you created the table or not? Okay, very good. Hope everyone has created the table. Any problem you are facing, you can tell me. You can tell me if you are facing any problem. Okay, I think there is no problem. Everyone has created. So I'm moving further in that. Okay, the table name will be always in lowercase, Nimrit. We don't need products. It's working fine with small product also. If you have given capital P, it will ultimately change into small p. And we connect when we connect with Django, when we migrate the tables here, it ultimately make it P. Okay. Let me make help you in creating one table with another name. Don't make this table. I think I can make awkward. Okay, we have ID. When you make an ID int, then you click on the auto increment. As soon as you click on the auto increment, you see that it is saying it's a null index or a primary. It's selected a primary key. Okay, so you can have the primary key from here. Okay, and in the next one, if you are creating anything, you don't have to make it a primary key. Don't select anything here. Bus, it's okay. You can define the length here. Okay. Hope your problem being resolved. Ashwini. Okay. So hope everyone has created a unique ID. We are making a unique ID purposely. What is the purpose of that? When we will accessing that, when we'll be accessing the product information, then what we will be doing? We will be accessing with the unique ID. That's why I have said that please assign a unique ID. Okay, my only half of the screen is visible. I don't know. When I'm opening the chat box, it's looking like that. Still, it's looking half screen, because when I'm opening my chat box, it's going on to the okay. It's I think when I'm opening the chat box, it's the half screen, and else it's not. Okay. When I'm seeing my chat box now, it's half screen, it's black. Okay, hope it is done. Now, one by one, you have to write the code. The code is big, so I request everyone to be attentive and write it and see that what is the procedure. Okay. Firstly, what you have to do, you have to make some changes in the settings.py. Wait, I will make you write some steps here. Okay. Next, firstly, what you have to do, you will be working on that project only where that you are working. If you want to create a new project, then what you have to do, you have to create a project, you have to create an app, you have to install MySQL client. If you are making a new project, but you are working on that only, so what you will be doing, you will be making simple changes in that. You will be opening the settings.py file. Everyone opens the settings.py file. We are going to make some changement. Okay, Shizel, I'm showing you the table again. Once more. Structure of this. Okay? I'm showing once more the table. I'm giving you fair enough time to do it. Okay. So, what first changement what we perform in the settings when we create a new project? Anybody? Anybody who can tell me what first the settings we do in the settings.py when we create a new project? Please, I want to hear you in the chat box. No, I'm not talking about the database. I'm just saying that if I created a new Django project, so what changement should I perform in settings.py? Yes, Harshpreet have answered me correctly. Okay, Aman also. Okay, Namrit, it can be, but there is something next one also. Muskan, okay, it's right. Ashwani, you are right. Avishi is also right. Firstly, we change in the installed app. Okay, configuration that is an installed app. So I will be taking a small test of 2 minutes. Okay, what you have to do, you have to be loyal to yourself and don't see the copy or the code. Just open the chat box. Okay, and you have to write the project creations code. Firstly, you have to, if I am new to Django and if I want to work on Django, what are the 5 steps to do it? Install Django, create project, create app, how to run server, and how to migrate the database. One fast, 6 lines. I want that 6 lines, you continuously do it. Don't write 1 line and then plus enter second line. I want 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 lines from one student. Come on fast. Hope you got the question of mine. Again, I'm repeating, if I want to create a new web project, new Django project, what are the 6 steps? Piyush, I want all the 6 steps continuously. The installing line, the creating project line, creating app, then run server, then make migrations, and then migrate that all 6 or 7 steps which we are having. Just write it sequentially. Don't write 1, 1, 1. I want all 6, 7 sequence in one chat, so I can check it. Otherwise, I will not able to scroll and see the answers from your. I want all the 7 steps. I'm giving you 2 minutes. Be loyal to yourself. Don't see the copy and the this screen. See how much you remembered. I just want this. This will be a practice also, and I will be knowing that how much you know about the Django. So I'm giving you 2 minutes. 2 minutes are good enough. Okay, Shazel has responded me. Good. Kavishi, Aman. Take care. Okay, good. Kushi, very nice. Hope you have responded it by your own knowledge. Don't see any scene. You haven't seen any copy or book. Okay, Jaya, good. Start project none. Okay, Jaya, I want the migration lines also. How to migrate the database. Fair enough. I asked the question about the how to make a Django app. You have given it correctly. I have the answers of almost 10 students. I want more. Sarthak, you are not there today. I'm not getting any response. And one more. Tamanna. Tamanna response is not there. Okay, Nimrit, good. And 1 to more students who are directly touching with me, and I'm not getting their response also. I will read the name. Tamanna, I'm not getting your response. I want your response also. Hello. Okay, come on, reply fast. I waited for your answer. Only 7, 8 students or mostly 10 students. Sarthak, are you not attending the class? Kashish, you have responded? I didn't got your answer also. You're not there. You can reply hello ma'am or what. I can see that you are on you are here or not. Okay, you are there, Kashish. I want to respond. Sarthak, are you there or not? Can I hear you in the chat box? Okay, good, Vishaka. Okay, as much line you remember, you can text me that only. It's not fair, good key. You're not doing the 5 lines. Okay, Shivam, very nice. Okay. Okay. Good. He has written every line, which I have taught till now. Good. I want my students to be like this only. Okay, I want a response from 1-2 more students, then I'm moving on. I think 88 students are joined, and hopefully 20 will be listening to me. So I want to read 20 respond at least. Okay, Vishakha, good. Okay, good, Muskan. Let's can see how many have joined. Okay, Satvik haven't joined today. Okay. So Shara, didn't got your response also. I think so. Haven't got your response. Kushi, I got. Jyoti, I got. Ekant. Chahat, I'm not getting your response today also. Okay. Kashish, are you writing the code? Okay, good. Vishakha. Vishakha has also given me a very good way of presentation of answer. Chal. Moving now, hope the person who have listening me and okay, I got one response from Jaya also. Good, Jaya. She has also written wonderful. Ha, now database creation. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, okay. Good. Harshveer have also given me a very good presentation of answer. See, this is the way these engineers are. They can manipulate anything. They can use anything. See, we are having a session on online and we are so interactive that you are giving me the answers on the chat box. And so presentatively. That is hats up to you, you know. So good students I've got. Everything they have writing is so clear way that everyone can understand it by seeing this. What they have to do if they want to perform any design group operation. Okay. Chalo, we are moving further. Now what you have to do, you have to search for Control F, search for database. Search it for yes, I have told to open your settings on PY5 and then actually I have a call from the person, so I have to mute myself. So it's okay. You have to search for the database. Okay. Hope you have searched for the database. When you search for the database, you will be getting that the backend is SQLite 3. You will be seeing that the backend is SQLite 3. Okay. What you have to do, you have to comment this. You have to comment this database. Everyone can see that they have these settings in the settings.py, and then when they search for database, yeah, they are getting that the default database that is being connected, that is SQLite 3. What you have to do, you have to comment this, and you have to open this line, this link which they have given. See, the link will be there. Search for that link. Click there, and you will get a link for MySQL also. Okay, you can have it search for the MySQL. You can control F MySQL. If you are not getting for that, I will share the code, but it will be there only. Okay, everything will be same. You have to write in the place of post GRESQL, you have to write backends.mysql. See, the code will be the same here, which it's given for the this. You can write it from here. This code. What you have to do, you have to copy and paste this database code from here, and you have to paste it under this databases. You have commented now. You have to paste that database and doing some change in that. Which line to comment? You have to comment whole database line. Muskan, you have to comment whole database line. This one. You have to comment this all database which have been created. And copy and paste that database. Hope you have done this. When you copy the database, make changes like see here, see from here and make changes. Then I'm going to explain it. What changes we have made. You have make the changes, done ma'am. Okay. So what changes we have made? We have copied these code from here, and we have made some changes. We have made the MySQL because we are going to use the MySQL database. The name of our database we have kept my database. The username, default username is root. Password is nothing of phpMyAdmin. Okay, we are connecting it with phpMyAdmin. The username is default root and password. If you have while installing, assign any username password, you can keep it here. Otherwise, if you haven't given any username and password, it should be like this. But if you have made any changes, the username and password will differ. You can see the host address of that, and it's working on which port. As mine is working on 3306, see that on which port your PHP has been running. It will be 3306 only. Try it with this. Okay. When you've done this, you have to close my database. Okay, that settings.py file is perfectly running. Now, tomorrow what we have created a model. Everyone has this model with them. We have created a table like this. And we have the form. We have created the form also like this. We are done with this. We have registered our product site also. Now in views, we have to change something. In views, I want this code to be written by you all, and I will be explaining you. You have to write this code. I have make the function called product, and I have written something. Write it down. Then I'm going to tell you what is the code all about. Giving you 1 minute. Write it down fast. Okay, in views, I'm creating a function for entering the data. Okay, it's basically I want that data should be inserted into the database. Okay, I will be explaining you once you write the code. Once you write the code, I will be going to explain it. Applications. Write down fast. Okay. I'm going to write the step. Okay. First of all, you write this. Then I'm going to write the steps in the doc also. Write this step. Giving you one. Hope you have written. Okay, done. Waiting for another 15 seconds for everyone to write it down. And the 15 seconds is over. Now I'm going to explain the code. See everyone attentive here. What we have done there. This is will be having a form. We will be collecting the information and inserting into the database. We will be doing this. It's better when I am okay. Better if I run the code and make you see that what we are going to do. Okay. See, only one item has been added, so it's looking like this. Okay. If I want add details, so just now what we are going to do, this form we haven't made with the HTML. It's been randomly made using the forms.py. Okay, it had been made using the forms.py. If I want to enter any information in this, like shoes cost 1,000, yeah, 1,500, description Nike, discount 10%. I'm taking any URL from here. Shoes image. Image of this, or I can take the image of this also. Okay, I'm pasting this here. Okay, it's not coming the URL, it's not coming the image. Let me copy the image address. I'm going to paste it here. So coming that only. MG. Should be copy image address only. If not, I'm going to take another image. Okay. If I added the details, you can see the data inserted. The fields have been lost because it has been saved. Okay, the data inserted. That's we are going to perform here. And if I refresh this page, you can see if I go to the show.html, if I refresh, one more item that has been added, and it's only coming from the database. You can see in my database, only one field was there. Now it's in second field, shoes, that we have just inserted. It's automatically come into the database. This we are going to perform with the set of codes. Ashwini, I will be resolving your code right now. Firstly, I'm going to explain this code. What we have get, we have the HTTP request. We have created some HTML page, and if in HTML page we have form. Form, the method can be post and get. Anyone can tell me what is the difference between post and get method? Second, please yourself. Okay. Can anybody have any idea about the post and get method of form tag in HTML? Can anybody help me? What is the difference between get and post? Post, user entering data from website. Okay, and many more. I want more. In get, data is sent to a URL, and in post, Shivam, in post, get is used to request data from a specified resource, and post is used to send data to a server to create and update it. Okay, anybody else? Ashwini is from data is encoded with a URL that is requested from the server. Doesn't okay. Sent within the body of a message. Okay. Ashwini, your is right. Actually, in get, you can see what data is being going. But in post, the data is not exactly what we passed. It's some like encryption. We does not come to know that what data is being passed. See? Okay. So in the form which I have created a post method. I will make you see that. You will be creating this form, but you can see the method is post. That's why I have used in the view file the post. अगर request.method post है तो क्या करो? Product form को form में डाल दो. एक object बना दो product form का. Product form क्या है हमारा? Form जो हमने form बनाया ना, उसका एक object बना दो. अगर request.method post है तो ठीक है, उसमें अगर ये तो डाल दिया, इसके बाद मुझे देखना है फॉर्म वैलिड है कि नहीं, मीन सारी इंफॉर्मेशन उसमें करेक्टली इंसर्ट है नहीं. जैसे हम वैलिडेशन लगाते हैं ना यूजिंग जावास्क्रिप्ट, हम डिजांगो में वैलिडेशन यूज ना करके हम फॉर्म इज वैलिड लिख देंगे ना तो भी चलेगा, ठीक है। फॉर्म इज वैलिड लिख देंगे तो भी चलेगा। लेट मी मेक यू सी, close the URL is there, part the products, I'll write some name here, okay. And discount I'm writing, see, in discount I'm try to write the varchar, but it's not taking. Why is it so? It's using the validation by itself. So we will check before entering into the database if form is valid or not. If form is valid, you know, try and accept are the except handling. We have try and accept in Python to have the exception handling. Okay, we have exception handling. So I am saying that अगर form valid है तो उस form को save कर दो. सेव करने के बाद मुझे एक मैसेज दिखा दो कि डेटा इज सक्सेसफुली इंसर्टेड, ठीक है। अगेन आई एम रिपीटिंग, आई हैव मेड द प्रोडक्ट रिक्वेस्ट, अगर रिक्वेस्ट डॉट मेथड पोस्ट है तो प्रोडक्ट डॉट फॉर्म को फॉर्म में डाल दो और इसके बाद चेक करो, अगर फॉर्म वैलिड है तो फॉर्म को सेव कर दो और एक रिक्वेस्ट भेज दो उसी पेज पे कि डेटा इज हैज बीन इंसर्टेड, और दूसरे पेज पे भेजना चाहो, रीडायरेक्ट करना चाहो किसी और पेज पे, वो भी कर सकते हो। अगर ऐसा नहीं है तो पास कर दो, पास मीन्स इट्स विल गॉन थ्रू दैट एंड इट विल एग्जीक्यूट द एल्स पार्ट, ठीक है। नाउ एल्स पार्ट चलेगा, उसमें क्या आएगा, सेम वी हैव डन, फॉर्म जो प्रोडक्ट फॉर्म है उसको फॉर्म में डाल दो और जस्ट आई हैव चेक फॉर दैट, उसके बाद रिटर्न कर दो उसकी रिक्वेस्ट को। मतलब जब हम फर्स्ट टाइम एग्जीक्यूट करेंगे तो हमारे पास कोई डेटा नहीं होगा, कोई हमारे पास पोस्ट मेथड नहीं होगा, तो क्या एग्जीक्यूट करेगा, एल्स पार्ट यूज करेगा, क्योंकि हमारे पास अभी कोई मेथड नहीं है, क्योंकि हमने जस्ट index.html खोला है, तो हमारे पास कोई अभी index.html के जो पास्ट वैल्यू है पोस्ट नहीं आई है। अगर नहीं आई है तो हमें फॉर्म दिखनी चाहिए, उसके बाद फॉर्म की वैल्यू हमारी इंडेक्स पे जानी चाहिए, ठीक है। तो आप इंडेक्स वाला कोड लिखो। Hope it's being clear to everyone. If any doubt, can send me in the chat box. Write this index.html code now. Write it down. This is index.html. We have created a post. What is CSRF token? Anybody can respond me. What is CSRF token? Good, Shivam. Can anybody else can respond me? What is CSRF token? Anybody else? Shivam has responded me. Anybody can? Okay, random hard to guess string. Shizil, it's for? Nimrit is right. But Shizil, I didn't got your. Achha, CSRF token. Okay. It's Vishakha. Good. It's cross-site scripting token. Its full form is cross-site scripting token. Write it down the code fast. And it's easy. I will be letting you know what is the code is all about. We have made this form yesterday also, I think so. We have made this form yesterday also. Yes, but then why we are making? So we have made this form yesterday. It's the same one. Okay. Okay. No change. Okay, run your server then. Run your server. Everyone, okay, map the URL. One thing more. Before that, you have to map the URL. Write this line. Parts, products, this line in the URLs. Okay. Ashwani, cross-site request forgery. Good. So you can see that authentication is being provided by Django itself. We don't have to use another language for that, another tools for that. That's why Instagram also uses Django framework. So you have to describe the URL pattern of path and then run the server. Run the server and try that after running the server, you are getting this form. When you add details, go to the product table that your product is being added in your table or not. Do it this much. Then I'm going to revise it all what we done today using the doc file. So you can write it down, download. Run the server. Ashwani is some OS error is coming. Okay. Import lib.bootstrap. You have changed some more in the settings.py. The error is coming like that only. Some operating system error is there. You can see what's the error is. Everyone tell run that run the server, check it. Migrate the files. Manage.make py migrate and make migrations. Do that. Ch20 migrate the files. Do the make migrations and migrate, and then check if the error has been resolved or not. And then stop the server and rejoin it. Rerun the server. Ashwini, try this. Mic, it will be removed. This error is showing. You have Chat, you have installed MySQL client. Okay. It is that your server might be, see my localhost is running on, you can see my upper part 127.0.1. Check your where it's running on which server. Chat C. Chat C, it's running on my server. You can see it. It's at 127.0.0.1. Check here. It's running on which which IP address? Okay, Ashwini, now the error is empty module name. It's not getting managed.py. First of all, do make migrations. Make migrations. Okay. Ankit, you haven't defined the username and password correctly for the local host. See, I haven't kept any username and password for this. So I have written this. Root and password empty. Might you have given some username and password for the phpMyAdmin? See, when you enter to the phpMyAdmin, what username and password do you throw? And Ashwani, please make migrations before. Nothing can insert anything. Ma'am, after migrations error resolved, but still nothing can insert. You are running the server, Shivam? Okay. The server is running perfectly. You can see your table. When writing everything and you are clicking it enter, it's what it's giving. It's giving database inserted or what? Or it's not doing anything. You can share me the screenshot of yours with the IP address. I can open it. Yesterday, someone has shared me like that only. I was able to open the link. Okay, it's showing the same value errors in migrate command. Some file is missing, I think, Ashwini. Might you have added something more or something is missing. For that, you can create a new project, Ashwini. Create a new project and only try to connect with the database, write one line and see that it's been migrating or not. Just see that. Achha, nothing is happening. If it's not happening, then the form's name can be different. It's the only way. When you have seen the form, you have passed this name at the same. Check it, Shivam. The form is being able to see. You see that you have the URL linked to this product only, the new function which we have created. See that the error can be here also. You haven't defined the right view. If you have defined, see that you have passed the value like form and form. As I'm using this form variable here, you can see here. So check it for that also. Chahat, your server is running on some another port or some another. You go and see that it's looking like this. When you scroll to this is coming localhost 127.0.011. See, it's having like that or not? See, Chahat, what the IP is coming when you move on the cursor to localhost. See, everyone, try to resolve. It's only this one. Okay. And the username and password is correct. Mine is still having the same error. Django operation error. Let me check. You have started the Apache? Chat, you have started the Apache or MySQL? Because both is starting. See, some port is there, some PIDs are there. Check it there. See, no error should be there in the downside. If you start, check that. It's the only thing when we are not going to connect with the MySQL. Check your port number also on which it is running. Full view. Okay. Remember, there are many methods for that also. So if you will see the full view, there are another method. We are not going to show have to write this all methods. This is only you can have it from. See, authenticate. Okay, one line you have to use, that is authenticate for checking form is valid or not. This you might be have not imported. The error will be in the view. Write it down. After this, I'm not going to have some new one. You make this one only running. In the next session, I will be making you how to view these. How to view these which have been inserted in your database. Firstly, you insert this into the database. Import line was missing. Right, everyone? Everyone should have questioned me this before. This authenticate will be not present in yours. Write this authenticate. Import this authenticate from the django.contract.org. Try, everyone. Try to resolve. It's the same error persists. Repeat me in the chat box. Okay, Vishakha, I'm writing the steps. Please scroll down. If I scroll down, there will be another function that we will be using not just now, we will be using afterwards. This is the only function which you have to use. I will be writing the stems when we return back from the break. So it will be a revision also. and you have the notes for that. Ma'am, if Windows Defender or some antivirus blocking is a function of MySQL. Might be Harshveer, वैसे MySQL functions does not stop any antivirus. You can stop it for some while. Template does not exist as show. See, Ankit, your show function, when you call show, it's not having any template to show it. When you call the show function, the index page you have referred is the HTML page is not there. See, in which reference, which name you have saved the HTML page. Hope everyone is trying. Okay, nothing is being saved at the database. It will be only when your database connectivity is not there, Shivam. See, your table name is the same. You can write one thing more. Okay. In the models, you can write this. In the models, write this line. Define the table name. Shivam, this is the error. You haven't defined the table name. Define this class meta. Yesterday we have used false. Today we have to define the table name on which it should reference. Data table name is product. Come on, do it, Shivam, this, and then check it's being saved or not. Kashish, I think that it will be sending in the next class. So we can download MySQL and then we can link the code with the database which we have put in MySQL is Vishaka, actually, if you tried now downloading MySQL, it can work for someone or it cannot work for the other. Okay, the code will be the same, everything will be the same. So that's why, Vishaka, the same we are doing here also. We have downloaded the MySQL using XAMPP, okay, and we have the database connectivity code and we are connecting it. The same procedure is there, but the doing of the thing is different. We have downloaded MySQL using XAMPP, and we have created the database code, and we have the connectivity code, and we are creating the tables. Anybody, any doubts? Yeah, Vishaka, here it's look difficult. There it's very easy. We have to deal with only one page. We have to write one sort of code in the Java, and it's being connected with MySQL. Here we have to, if you want to connect it, we have to write the code in model. We have to write in the code views. We have to write in the code's URLs. So it's a little bit difficult. That's why it's more secure. We have MVC concept and it's being stored different places. So the security is more. Template does not exist. Ankit, we need to make show.html also. See, Ankit, what I have done, what is your problem might be, see, check here, that when you are calling this, you have written show. Okay, you have written this code also, kya? Only write this line. Don't write every line. Otherwise, it will be showing error. Write only this path product slash view product. Okay, Ankit. That's why it's showing error because I have defined something more in show and there is no show function it's getting. So you have to define only this line. 22. 21 will be by default. You have to write only 22. Rest of them don't write. Okay. hope it's being cleared. You have now we will take a break, and after that you have 1 hour. You can resolve your problem. If you are persisting with that problem only, you will be resolving that. We will be having a quick overview on the doc file. Then we will be moving on to the show function and login function. Hope it's being clear. And I was not too fast. I was slow only, so that everyone can match me.
So okay, so participants, I think ma'am is giving break now, and whatever ma'am has taught you in this, you can practice in the break and then come up with your doubts in the next session. Ma'am will be there to answer your queries. And okay, ma'am. So that's nice of you, and we will wind up the session here only. And the participants, about the attendance link will be uploaded in the next session, so you can fill your attendance in the next session. So anything else, ma'am?
No.
Okay. So,
we will be meeting at 12:30.
Yeah. Okay, ma'am. Okay. So I'm ending up the meeting now, participants.